I feel like we are having some slow internet this morning, and I really, really hope it picks up. Actually, it looks like it's doing a lot better now. So, good. Maybe that holds up. Anyway, good morning, everyone, and anybody that wanted to drop by. I wanted to have a conversation for the long stay expats that are here in Thailand and that have to deal with some of this stuff. And I'm not really going to give my opinion on much of anything, but what I am going to do is bring you guys' attention to a few things because, hey, Gordon, good to see you this morning. Um, the fact of the matter is, there are some things going on. Hey, stuck in Florida, Thai guy, bro. What's up, Cody? Good to see you. Um, we want to be sure that we're informative um, and letting everybody know, what's really going on. Ray, what's happening, my man? And also, I want to thank everybody who made yesterday possible because yesterday was a great day here for Do More Life. And I just want to say thank you to those guys for sure. And remind me to keep this mic like out here somewhere for sure because there will be. It was really loud yesterday. I went back and listened to it. I know I need some wall art, man. I need some wall art. Hopefully, the whole wall is about to change in not too long from now, Cody. We hope so. We pray so anyway. Do you get ESPN in Thailand? Yes, Ray, I do. Donnie, what's up, buddy? Air Budsland, good morning from Pattaya. Good morning to you. Fran says, hello, Sir Jeremy. Congrats on 5 million. Thank you very much, Mr. Franz. I certainly appreciate that. And thank you for being such a part of that. Franz has been a guy that's helped push this channel along. And I didn't get to the analytics have not compiled yet from yesterday, Tommy. So I don't know, brother. I don't know yet. Not 100% sure. I know the PayPal was. I'm trying to hang on. After PayPal took their 3%, it was I think 169 on PayPal. So that's like super beneficial. That's super beneficial, especially with hopefully what's coming up here in the near future. So I just can't thank you guys enough for that for sure. Cody says, if I want to watch football or baseball there, will it have to be in the morning? Assuming, oh yeah, you got to follow the time. Or you can, if you can find somebody to, you can't buy an Amazon Fire Stick over here, but if you can buy one in the States and bring it over here, and find somebody to, like use a Cody system on it, for example, you can watch pretty much whatever you want to. Thanks, Franz. Franz says my work ethic is profound. I appreciate that very much. But let's talk about a couple things, guys. So, Thailand started this initiative, which I am 100% for, like 100%. It was called the Good Guys In, Bad Guys Out. And basically, this was under I think the former head of immigration, I believe, not 100%. It could have been the one before him. They got all this started. Good morning, Van Queen. Yeah, you're right, friends. I work pretty hard, man, but it's starting to pay off. It really is. So what happened with the good guys in, bad guys out is they went through a big sweep and found foreigners from all over the world, and they wrapped them up that were here illegally, that were in overstay. That was like the main thing, was finding everybody in overstay first. So they did multiple, and when I say multiple, I mean in the hundreds of raids last year and into this year. It continues on people that are here on overstay. And of course, they were fined and deported. Some of them may have went to jail. I don't know. And they got them out of the country, rightfully so, because you can't be here on overstay. So that was the first part of that. And then the second part was they rounded up everybody that was here on that was working without a work permit. So they caught many people working without a work permit, and they got deported, of course, that kind of thing. So you got a lot of cleanup, is what you had happen. And I commend Thailand for that because I mean, if you're if you're doing something wrong, you probably shouldn't be here. Cody says overstays, they're losing millions. Um, who's losing millions, Cody? I'm confused. What do you mean? You mean the overstayers, or the overstayers are having to pay a lot of fines? So, um, yeah, the country. Oh, well, in that case, you have to just say, the law is the law. Thailand's not like the U.S. Thailand actually enforces their immigration law. So, and good for them for doing that. Um, are they losing money? I would say it's probably safe to say that they've lost some money because tourism is down so low right now. However, this is Thailand, and they will they will find a way to resolve the issue. I'm certain of that because uh, the Thais know how to get stuff done. So they did the good guys in, bad guys out, and then they got rid of the overstayers. They got rid of the people that were working here illegally. All good stuff. Um, then they started this little slow cleanup of Pattaya, right? Um, as tourism kind of shut down, some of the clubs and stuff had to shut down with it. And they went in. They did, 1 week they did a raid on Pattaya and said that there was absolutely no underage prostitution or anything like that going on. None of that stuff was happening. And then the next week they shut a club down for that exact reason. So that started a little thing. And they last week 4 clubs closed in the Walking Street area of Pattaya. Ty Guy Bryce says, last time I was in Bangkok about 7 months ago, I saw an American get pulled over on a motorbike and got caught being an overstayer. He was arrested on site. Yeah, if you get caught being an overstayer, they're going to arrest you on site and they're going to take you to detention and you're going to pay fines and you're going to go to jail. If you get caught being an overstayer at the airport, you're just going to pay your fines and be deported and blacklisted. It's going to be rough if you get caught in country and you're an overstayer. Ed, what's up, man? Good to see you this morning, Mr. Lippett. Cody says, I mean, if people want to stay, they pay for their permits, visas, etc. They're not paying. Exactly. Absolutely. If you want to stay here, pay for your permits and stay in. The problem is now, and again, it's not a problem. It's just that, immigration is turning a lot of people away. If you've been here so many days in Thailand, they're not going to let you just walk back in. The days of making visa runs and staying here, 6 months or staying here, 5, 6, 7, 8 months on a tourist visa are over. I mean, it's just over. You can't, you can't get around it. To the best of my knowledge, I've heard way too many things about it. Gusty Wild says, I like your channel. Hang on. Says, good work and honesty, Steve from Winston-Salem. All right. I appreciate that, Steve from Winston-Salem, not too far from my hometown. Yeah, it's getting a little harder to move around over here. We're going to talk about that in just a second, Ed. Fran says, the law is the law. That's right. Progresso says, what's over? I don't know what you mean. Lawrence says, Larry from Pittsburgh. Hey, I love your channel for Florida. Thanks, sir. James, you can't use any curse words in the comment. That's why your comment's not being shown. Exile said, hey, my man, nice hat. Cody in Texas, lots of banks I've heard of are a 1-year ban, first offense. All that stuff, man. Brian says, please talk about the TM30. We're going to get there. Cody said, let's see, Air's Blood, the cleanup will be good for everyone in the long term. I agree. I think it will be good for everyone in the long term. Gordon's Alive said, "Did you see any of CC's epic?" Yeah, I saw some of that. That's yeah. Um, Ty Guy Bryce says, "I agree. A cleanup will make Thailand so much better." I agree too. And I think that they've done a very good job of doing the cleanup. And when people are saying you can't move around, that doesn't mean you can't move around, because what we're going to do now is talk about this new law. It's not a new law. It's actually been on the books since 1979. It's called the TM30. TM30. And what that means is that if you are a long stay person, this doesn't affect vacationers or anybody on tourist visa or anything like that. The TM30 is a form that if you are here on a non-immigrant visa or any other type of long stay visa, so marriage visas, anything, if you're on any kind of long stay visa, if you leave the province that you live in for more than 24 hours, when you return to that province, your landlord is required to report that you have returned to that province, left and returned to that province, or you have to report it to immigration within 24 hours or face an 800 baht to 2,000 baht fine. There was a big petition signed up north. There was a lot of controversy around this, and there still is. What's up, John? Good to see you, man. Steve says the problem is one of execution and the fact they put a plan without thinking it through. We'll work it out in the end. They'll work it out in the end. They'll work it out in the end. I agree with you, and I think that the problem with the TM30 it's not really much. I hate to say problem, because it's not a problem. It's just you. So they put out this app that you can download on your phone, but it doesn't always work. And then you have to wait. There's such a long queue to get a password and a username. It takes 3 or 4 or 5 weeks. So what's happening is some of the investors here in Thailand, the big investors that pull, that bring tons and tons and tons of money into Thailand, are pulling out. They're starting to leave because it already cost them so much. You have to remember, if you're here on a long stay visa, you have to do a 1-year renewal. You have to do a 90-day check-in every 90 days that you're here. You're required to do a TM28, which is a validation of where you're living, where you're staying. Anytime you move, you have to do all that stuff. Immigration has your SIM card in your cell phone. They have it scanned. They have all that stuff. In fact, I heard a guy say, why don't they just give us some kind of electronic, like almost something similar to an ankle bracelet, and be done with it? And you know what? To me, that's not a bad idea. I don't break the law, so I got nothing to hide. Give me something. Give me a pinky ring or something that's got an electronic tag on it. I ain't got no problem with that. The problem is I'm a school teacher, and if I want to go somewhere on vacation, right, on the weekend, and then I want to come back on a Monday, when am I supposed to go to immigration? And technically it's the landlord's responsibility to get it done. But there are some places now that you will see where the landlords are actually putting up signs that say no foreigners allowed, because they don't want the hassle of the TM30. So, and you really can't blame them. I'm not blaming Thailand for anything. I'm not saying the TM30 is a bad thing. I'm not saying any of that stuff, because Thailand is looking out for Thailand. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. But there's a few things that, that can be tweaked. And I fully believe that Thailand will do that at some point, for sure. Let's catch up with Carl here. He says, "Hi, Jeremy. Be back to Thailand with wife for 2 weeks in November. Your advice: carrying your passport or a copy. If not carrying either one, and they stop you, what might happen? Anybody? If you're not carrying, I just read on the news yesterday that I think a British guy got arrested for not having his passport on him. I guess he didn't have a copy either. It didn't say anything about a copy or anything. Me personally, I usually have my passport on me. I'm gonna be honest with you, because if I got it on me, it's gonna take somebody taking it away from me, and that's very unlikely to happen. Um, Cody says the elite visa I just read was 16,000 US dollars. A 20-year visa 66,000 USD. I'll just wait till I'm 50 and keep 25K in the bank. I hear you, buddy. 16K for 5 years. Yeah, that's correct. It is. Gordon says I moved 3 months ago on my 90-day check-in. They looked at my old TM30 and said nothing. Yeah, because they only started really enforcing this TM30 like 2 or 3 months ago, I think. And so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm cool with that with the bracelet or with the pinky ring or with the wristband or something like that. I'm cool with it. I like it. I think that's a great idea. Um, Kent says, I like that ankle bracelet idea. Yeah, me too. Gordon said, my landlord doesn't want the hassle for sure. I told her I need it by October. Yeah, it's one of those unfortunate things. Fortunately, my landlord here was very, very accommodating, and I had no problem with that. Ty says, if you're an honest, law abiding person, you don't need to worry about it. That's true, but, how do you really know that? How does Thailand really know that? You know what I'm saying? Even though you can do criminal background checks and everything else and all that stuff, you just never know. I mean, you just never know. Can you just have electronic copy of your passport on your phone? I've got one on my phone. I don't know if it'll work or not. I've never been asked for my passport when I've been stopped. I've always just showed them my driver's license. So I don't know if that's I'm not 100% sure on the passport thing, guys. Usually I just show them my driver's license and work permit, and then they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, whatever." They write me a ticket if that one ticket I got, So, DJ says, thanks for streaming. It's 9:10 p.m. here. No problem, man. Jim says, I always carry my passport when I'm there. Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. Brian G says, a copy of your first and valid visa page is okay. Okay, cool. That's good information, Brian. Thank you. Cody says, sounds like you should keep your passport on you even if you are walking to the store for a soda. Yeah, pretty much you should. Speaking of soda, I got this Schweppes. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is good stuff. Cali Man says, I carried mine the entire trip to Pattaya. I got checked twice by tourist police in 3 weeks. There you go. So probably a good idea to keep it on you. Manga says maybe. Okay, we don't use any kind of language like that at all on here, dude. At all. If you use anything else like that on here, I'll ban you from the channel. Fran says, I've spent over a year in all. He's talking about here. If Thailand, over 400 days, no passport on me, error. Just different strokes for different folks. Gerald says, you look sickly. That's obviously a troll because that's what the what's his face says all the time down there. I don't want him to be. I want him to go away forever. Bye. Okay. I don't have a moderator on here today, so it's just me. Am I buzzing now, Ross? Sorry. I'll show them my Queen's library card. I hear you, Carl. Fran says, I have my international license on me, though. That's probably a good thing. Definitely a good thing. That's definitely a good thing, I would say, to carry some type of identification on you at some point. I mean, it really can't hurt anything. But let me be clear, guys. While this stuff may be taking some people back, this TM30 stuff, Thailand is doing what's best for Thailand, and they're going to keep doing what's best for Thailand. So, there's no, I have no opinion on the matter really. My only opinion on the matter is, I just hope that there's an efficient way to do it in the future. That's all. That's all. Um, that's also true, Mr. Express there. Gordon says if you have a Thai driver's license, then your passport number is on it, and that's enough Thai police. There you go. That's probably why they haven't asked me for my passport. Stuck in Florida says I always have a copy on me, hardly ever passport. I'm afraid of losing it. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Fran says yes, it's enough. I was stopped 3 to 4 times and was okay. Hey Steve, I'm doing great, man. Doing great. I'm just talking about some stuff for people that are either long term staying or thinking of long term staying. Uh, Cody says tourist dollars aren't helpful if they have to turn around and spend it all repairing everything. That's true, but you know, right now tourism is kind of in a slump anyway. The numbers are out. Everybody's seen the numbers. So no matter what you hear, tourism is in a little bit of a slump, and hopefully that'll pick up during the high season. I say hopefully for Thailand because I live here. I love this country. I think that they will figure out anything that needs to be figured out, and I think they'll get everything done right. Um, Not that they're doing anything wrong. I just think that they'll get everything done the right way, and it'll be fast, efficient, and effective. Because ultimately, what they're doing is looking out for national security of Thailand, and you can't get mad at the country for looking out for their own national security. In fact, I wish America was more like Thailand in that way. Gordon says last year's high season was pretty grim. I agree. I agree. I was here. Hello, Robert. How are you, sir? Fran says going to Vietnam and Philippines now, and also Bali due to better value. Well, the Thai baht has been stronger. They did lower a few things, but I just don't think I don't think that. I think you're going to see a lot of changes in various aspects of Thailand coming up. And again, I don't mean that Thailand is doing anything wrong by any means, because they're not. They're actually doing things right. They're implementing the necessary steps that it takes to safeguard their country. It's just a matter of getting the efficiency down and getting the timing down and that kind of thing, and working around just a few loose ends. It's not a real big deal, which is why I'm not one of those people that's outspoken on the TM30 thing. It doesn't really bother me that much. I let my landlord know when I come and go, and everything's fine. So it's not a big deal. Tommy says keep your passport in good shape. A friend was denied access and spent 30 hours in airport holding cell. Her passport was in poor condition. Wow, that's pretty rough, man. Cody in Texas says once the loss of the tourism dollars hit the locals, the prices will go back down. That's possible. That's possible. The prices could possibly fall for sure. Definitely could fall. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. What I'm really interested in is seeing. Rupert says the price will go. Hey, Rupert, how are you, man? I missed you yesterday, but that's what I was getting ready to say. I think prices will go up because I think for some reason Thailand does this thing where and not I don't mean Thailand the country, I mean the businesses that are here. It seems like when things are down, they raise the prices. Yeah, Thai Logic has raised prices, and it's like backwards. Like in America, if we were having a supply and demand problem, we would lower the prices to increase the supply, right? Or to increase the demand. I'm sorry. And here, when they have a low, when the low season is low, when they have not many people are coming, they raise the prices. It's counterintuitive thinking to what I normally am used to, but maybe they have a reason for it. I don't know. Who am I to judge? I don't know. Francis, they're waiting to become more. I don't know about that one. Sorry, Francis. I'm gonna remove that one because I don't want that may be a comment that somebody could use, and it would be bad. I see your point. Don't get me wrong. Gordon says, Rupert is the man. Yes, Rupert is definitely the man, Tommy. I agree. Rupert helped make one of the best super chat days ever for this channel. Jay says, hey there, JC, made one. Yes, Jay, good to see you, man. Hadn't seen you in a long time, so it's very, very good to see you, sir. Ross says, short-term thinking to cover past losses. Can you explain a little further? Because you're talking about prices. I got you. Okay, got you. Into the Fire says they probably raise the prices to make up for the shortfall they're making. Yeah, they probably do, but the thing about it is like if tourists hear that prices are going up and there are less people here and bars and places are closing down, are they going to want to come? That's the question. You know what I mean? It's just a question. I'm not making a statement or a judgment. I'm just asking a question. JM says all these laws have driven the tourists out of Thailand and droves. Chiang Mai is dead. A few Chinese around Myanmar. That's about it. I haven't been up to Chiang Mai, brother. I have to take your word for it on that one. Robert says, I have read that in the coming years, Thailand wants to diversify the economy and upgrade the infrastructure. Well, I've read that too. I don't know. Ross says new tourists have no idea of old prices, nothing to compare to. For a new tourist, yeah, sure, that would make sense. But if you're talking about a tourist that comes here, if they like to spend a month here every year out of their vacation, then they do have something to compare to. Cody says if this tourism drought goes on for a year or more, will they change the way of thinking? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't pretend to ever put words in the mouth of Thais, ever, never. I don't know what they're thinking, what they're doing. I just make sure I follow the law, and that's it. Zam says prices are going up because the central bankers around the world are printing trillions of new dollars. Well, that may be possible. John P. Expats will look for greener pastures in Philippines, Cambodia, and Vietnam. Some already have. And I hate it too because this is such a good place to live. Thailand is really a good place to live. It really is. Rupert says price-wise, it is still cheap. I agree. JM says trillions. Jay says, thinking we will have to take the long view. U.S. economy seems to be slowing. I hadn't heard that one yet. Fran says, I'm off to Vietnam. I hear you, buddy. Good luck. Hope you have a good one there. Tommy says, 71 in the house. Thumbs up, everyone. Hit the like button. Yeah, sure. Hit the like button. Make me feel all warm and fuzzy. That'd be great. But this is something that I wanted to bring to you guys' attention. Hey, Visker, what's up, man? Just jumped on board. What did I miss? Pretty much everything. Pretty much everything. That's all you missed. We're talking about some stuff for long-term expats that stay here. Hey, Richard, good to see you, man. And some things that you need to know if you're planning on, like retiring here, you want to come teach here, that kind of thing. Not really. To me, it's not really problems. It's just things that can be taken care of very easily. There's no need to panic. Especially with the TM30, there's no need to panic. Just know that it'll all get worked out eventually. Gordon says expats are leaving Thailand, but not because they want to. Thailand is still the best, and that's a very good point, Gordon. I agree that Thailand is still the best. I agree with that 100%. And the expat leaving, I also agree, is not because they want to. It's because they kind of have to. They did the one thing I did forget to mention was they stopped accepting the affidavits, the income affidavits. And that was another big blow to many expats. Which, don't get me wrong, I mean, Thailand's laws are there for a reason. They do what's best for Thailand. That's pretty much it. And it is what it is. Cody says, are the ones leaves whose money is worth 30% of what it was? I have no idea, brother. I have no idea. Enjoy more time. Hi, Jeremy. Michael from Jomtien Beach, 7-Eleven. Hi, Michael. Good to see you. Thank you for dropping by. Fran says, I need more money to get to South Korea. Cody says 30% less. I mean, I'm still not sure what you mean, Cody. If you mean did their currency drop 30%, I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. I know Australians, which I think I know France is Australian. Um, I know their currency is way. I don't know if it's their currency or if it's just the Thai exchange, like on the Thai baht. Um, yeah, it was 30, now 20. So that's a big difference. Cody says, is the money worth 30% less? Rupert says Thailand isn't printing money like everyone else. That's also that I believe that, Rupert. I do. I believe that. I believe they're not printing money. I believe their long term economic goal is going to work for them because they're not printing money like everybody else. Fran says in 5 years, not sure. Jay says Thai culture is the best, still many good values. Then when bot rises in the future, everything above 30 bot is a bonus. I can't say that I disagree with any of that. Thai culture is the best, in my opinion. Still many good values, absolutely. When the bot rises in the future, everything above 30 bot is a bonus. Have to say I agree. Into the Fire says Aussie dollar is worth 0.67 US dollars these days. I'm assuming that's bad, right? I don't know what to compare it to because I've never done a lot of comparison on the Aussie dollar versus the US dollar. He says, yeah, okay. So that's definitely a difference. Um, if I was an Aussie, if you can't afford to come here, then you can't afford to come here, and that's pretty much the bottom line. France says bad exports will create a bubble in Thailand, then no money coming in. Well, we hope that doesn't happen. Into the Fire says it was parity with the U.S. a few years back. Okay. Cody says, so an Aussie gets 2,000 baht for his 100 and my U.S. gets 3,000. That sounds about right. Callum says in October 2018, Aussie was 1.25 versus U.S. That's interesting. David says, DoMoreLife is rocking the house. Yes, DoMoreLife is rocking the house. DoMoreLife has on the pink hat today, by the way, and hats are going to become available eventually. I promise, guys. Rupert says GPB, I think he means GDP, down 10% in 5 months against the Thai baht. Wow, that's a big drop. Oh no, he's talking about the British pound. Sorry. Okay, got you, Rupert. Down 10% in 5 months against the baht. That's wow. That's a big drop. Fran says nobody wants to buy in or from Thailand. Too expensive. It's not. It's not that it's too expensive. It's just that our currencies, the external currencies has lost the value. You know, Ross says, "What is the monetary policy that is in Oz that is driving its value down to other currencies?" That's a good question. Gordon's Live says, "Do we have to pay you $100 to learn the secrets of selling hats?" No, you don't. I just got that. No, Gordon, you don't have to do that. Mine are going to be available on Teespring, and you want no, you won't have to do that. You also don't have to pay me $100 to see my true colors either. Fran says was $3, now $5. that's a difference for sure. Stuck in Florida, my friend took $100,000 out of the Thai bank and put it back in his bank in America because of the exchange rate. It was 40 baht to the USD when he put it in the Thai bank. Wow. Fellow traveler, Do More Life channel is an awesome channel, delivers quality content on a consistent basis. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate that. Into the Fire says Australia is an export driven country. If China slows down, we take a big hit here. Tariff wars are not helping matters. Ah, gotcha. John says, wait, what? Just read that Andrew Luck is retiring. Maybe you will see him in Pattaya soon. Mm-hmm. Rupert, $100 for how to add hat listing to list. I'm not going there, guys. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going there. Uh, it's funny, but I'm not going there. Fran says 40% loss from 2011. Wow, that's bad. Van says JC for a 2-month visit is travel insurance or Thai health insurance required. They're doing something with that, but I'm not sure what they're doing. The initial plan was it was going to be if you came in on a 30-day stamp, you were going to have accidental health insurance for 20 baht a day, and if you came in on a tourist visa, you were going to have accidental health insurance for 40 baht a day. But that hasn't been implemented yet, to the best of my knowledge. So I'm not sure, like what's happening. I don't know. I really don't know. Carl says Canada is a good bargain at the moment. Was in Toronto last week, and $1 Canadian equals 0.75 US dollars. Do More Life. That's pretty cool. Thai guy says the first time I went to Thailand, the English pound was £1 per 44 Thai baht. Now it's about 38. Actually, I saw it yesterday and it was 36. That was at Krung Thai anyway. Fellow traveler. Into the Fire. Yep, we can't have any of that. No political stuff. No social. None of that stuff. But don't worry, I'm not mad at you or anything. I'm just saying you can't put messages up like that. Rupert says it's 37.1 at the moment at Thai Guy Brow. Okay, there you go. Gordon says, he's talking to somebody else. Rick says, hey, Rick, do you think you'd ever move back to the U.S.? Possibly. I don't know. I really don't know. Visker says, JC, you should do a marathon live stream raising money for the channel, kind of like a Jerry Lewis marathon where you have different types of entertainment for us. CC did a 6-hour stream earlier today. Wow. I don't think I have 6 hours of time to do that, and you guys do a pretty good job at throwing up some super chats. We haven't gotten one today yet, but I'm sure by the end of the live stream, somebody will throw a super chat up there. Because people appreciate the content and they understand the time and the effort that it takes to put this stuff together. And even live streams, I still have to go back and retag and thumbnail and all that stuff. So, we'll have a live stream. We'll talk. If you feel like super chatting. The best thing to do is PayPal because it comes straight in. Comes straight into my account, and it's only 3% versus the 30% that YouTube takes. So that's the best way if you really want to support the channel. But super chats work too. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Carl says Yankees game. Bill says how much negotiating power do we have in low season versus high season for things in Thailand? Maybe a little bit more, I would say, but very little. There's a little bit more room for negotiation, but I wouldn't say that there would be, you're never going to get a ton of negotiating power here. It's always, everything can be negotiated a little bit, but, that's on the street, stuff like that. You're not going to go into a shopping mall and negotiate, like in a big store or something. Ty says, I've been home about a month. It's dropped a lot, Jez. I believe it. Rupert says, low season is great for hotels. Fellow traveler says, Jeremy was saying it's low season now and the bars are empty. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Empty being subjective, of course. That's my interpretation based on what it was last year. So Cody says low season there is high season in U.S. and flight prices go from $700 round trip to twice that. You make an excellent point, my friend. Freeman King, I haven't been here in a while. How's the GoFundMe going? I don't know. I haven't looked at it. That's Andrew's Andrew created the GoFundMe for a camera for the channel that I didn't ask for. And, whatever he's got over there, he told me he would be in touch when the goal was met. So I let that go. Let's see. The person that sent the PayPal, may I show that on screen, or can I just say that I just got a PayPal sent from one of my members, one of you guys that are on the live chat, and I really genuinely appreciate that very, very much. Thank you so much, so much. They really go a long way. You guys have no idea. They really go a long way. Jay says both low and high season have their benefits for about $100. Yeah, that's true. Ross hotels are 20 to 30% less. Ross, though he's been here for a minute. Visca says, Bill, there's a 5 a.m. rule you have to follow to get the super discount. Ross says, book at the front desk and not online. He also says, Walking Street looked like it had 3 more people than usual. I know, right? Gordon says, most of Thailand has no low or high season. That now that I think about that, Gordon, that actually makes a lot of sense, brother. That actually makes a lot of sense, man. I'm really, that actually makes sense. Black Bolt says, I think Thailand's tourist issues are partly related to the tariff wars. Yeah, partly. I would agree with that. Be careful explaining the 5 a.m. rule if anybody does that, because you have to be very politically correct. Fran says, check out Google Maps hotels, the best pricing you can get, save up to 50% low season on hotels. Wow, that's pretty cool. The tariff comment, I agree. I think the tariff comment has something to do on it, because what China did to fight the U.S. was they just bottomed out the value of their currency. So, the tariff, whatever, it's like whatever. It's like the tariff doesn't exist or whatever. But I haven't seen anybody put on here that it's okay to show the PayPal, so I'm not going to. But somebody sent a $20 PayPal, and I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Appreciate that very, very, very much. Cody says, has it been raining there as usual? Not a lot. Richard says, any more video, Ross, on price and living in Thailand? Ross has got a video coming out. I just have to, I got to edit it, and finding the time to do that has just not been possible lately because I've had a lot going on. So, Mr. Walter White, welcome to the channel, sir. Thank you for subscribing. Very glad to see that you have done that. Welcome to the DoMoreLife family, and I hope you get a lot of value out of what we do here, which is try to help each other and keep this channel running for the positive. That's what we do. We teach each other how to do more life. Ross has got some more content coming out. It's just going to take me a while because there's a lot of video he shot, and I have to kind of piece it together. Ross is learning how to vlog, and because of that reason, it takes me a minute to edit this stuff, but he's doing really good. He's doing really, really good. It's probably better not to explain the 5 a.m. rule. Ross says, Richard C., any particular prices you are interested in? Kent says, I like Ross. Whatever happened to Steve? I just talked to Steve last night. I talked to him yesterday for a long time, actually. Steve is currently a little bit north of me, and he is doing very well. So hopefully, I don't know, maybe I can get him on the show sometime or shoot a video with him, because I'm going to be going by him, by where he lives, sometime in the near future. And maybe I'll stop and shoot a video with him. Kent says, okay, said it. Rupert says 14 days to go and I'll be in Thailand. Yes, coming to Thailand, man. I know you're always happy, or everybody's always happy to be in Thailand when they're here for sure. So, congratulations on coming to Thailand, Rupert. And by the way, Rupert, thank you for all you've done monetarily for this channel too, because you've done a lot, and I really appreciate that. Cody in Texas says, have you experienced a tsunami yet there or while in PH? No, I have not. JE says, good idea, Jeremy. Would be great to do another Steve-O series. I know it really would. I'd like for you guys to catch up with him because he's actually doing really good for sure. I would like for you to hear out of his own mouth, like how well he's doing, because when I talk to him, it's like talking to a different person. Sometimes he's doing so well. I don't want to give too much information away about him personally, but he got to see his daughter and he got to spend some time with his daughter. I think he worked a lot of that stuff out, and he's doing much better. Gordon says, have you had the flu here yet? No, sir, I have not, and I hope I don't get it. But if I do, I have full coverage insurance. I have accidental and full medical coverage insurance through AIS, and I am very, very, very happy to have that full coverage medical insurance. Rupert says, I will be a good boy at Franz. I don't know what that means, but okay. Alaskan Snowbird Picker says, do you have contingencies in event of many different disasters that could happen, natural disasters? Yes, of course, absolutely. I've got ways to get out of the country, no problem. What food do you have to watch out for there the most? For me, it's anything spicy. I can't eat spicy food, so I just have to eat as much Western food as possible, to be honest with you. That's kind of my life when it comes to food. Cali Man says, is Steve the 7 years in Thailand video guy? Yes, but he also made a video called 6 years in Thailand, or an expat living in Thailand for 6 years, something like that. Or no, 6 years living in Pattaya, I think is what the name of the video is. That, to me, that's a better video than the 7-year video. It certainly has a lot more views. It's got hundreds of thousands of views. And you might want to check that one out. It's pretty cool. Richard says, I am off to the open market. Ross was talking to Richard, open the market to get bags. Okay, bye, Ross. Jay says, no dirty water or ice. Yes, definitely. Okay, so here's the deal with ice, guys, when you come. The ice here in Thailand is going to be cubed, right? If it has a hole in the middle of it, if it has a hole drilled through the center of the cube, then it's purified water. If it does not have that hole, I would not drink it because it could be tap water. I'm not saying it is, but it could be. But if there's a hole in the middle of the ice cube, you're good to go. Let's see. Callum says, yeah. Fran says, be good at it, Rupert. I'm not. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Let's see. Make sure the shrimp is cooked. Absolutely, that's for sure. Rupert says, I thought I liked spicy till I tried eating sometime with some Isan ladies. I bet you did. Because I've seen some of the Thais that I work with. They bring in these chilies, these little bitty bowls about this big, and they're about this deep, and it's nothing but these chilies that they mix in, and they pour on top of this stuff, and they sweat while they eat. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. Let's see. Bill P says, is September a good time to visit Thailand? Yeah, September's a great time to visit Thailand. Absolutely. I think so. I had a good time in Thailand last September. Cali Man says, I like some teams shock the locals. I don't know what he's talking about. Mitchell says, is 5 days too short to do a first trip to Thailand? No, 5 days is not too short, but you want to if you're thinking about staying here long term, you want to stay here as long as you can, or come as many times as you can, so you can get used to the atmosphere and you can get used to the people around you and the what the environment's like, what the people are going to be like, what it's actually going to be like here. Cody says, I'm a shrimp junkie. So am I, Cody. I'll have to have it cooked in front of me. Well, Ross knows a place where we can have that done, I'm sure. And Ross says, Tommy, flu is not a big deal here. Never had one. Rick says, how do you know if the coffee shops or bars aren't using tap water? That is an excellent question. And most of the time you can look at the coffee shop as the stuff is being made, especially if you're having hot coffee, the water's boiled, so you're good to go. If you're getting, even if you're getting iced coffee, they still use the same boiled water, and then they put ice in it. That's what I've seen. So that's how I go there. Or I have seen some of them use the purified filter that comes out of you got like the spigot, and then next to it is the 25. I'm not 25. The purifier that shoots the purified water into the cup. Ross says, JC, you had some time at the waterfall. It was made not spicy, and you enjoyed it. Yeah, I did. I enjoyed it. It was great. I loved it. Sammy says, hello from South Seattle. I invaded here from North Seattle. Okay. Well, hello from Seattle, man. That's one city I'd like to see at some point in time in my life. I've never been. Fran says, great time to go September as well as Vietnam. JE says, Rick never had issues with coffee. Sammy says, now I'm living in the hood. John says, it's a long trip from the USA. I wouldn't do a trip shorter than 9 days. That's not a bad idea, John. That's really good advice, man, to be honest with you. Freddie, what's up, Freddie? Hadn't seen you in a while, brother. How you doing, man? Good to see you. And glad you could drop by the live stream today. We're going to live stream for a while and just keep talking. We had some really important topics earlier in the live stream, and just talking, just making sure everybody's informed. No opinions, no judgments, none of that stuff. Just informing people. Ross says coffee shops have many of 5-gallon water bottles sitting around. All right, 1 second, guys. I gotta get something else to drink because this just got hot. Give me 1 second. And for my one thing to drink, we will go to the good old standby here. Ross is looking at it going, yeah, man, there you go. That's what you should have done the first time. Am I still buzzing right now? Can you guys hear me on the mic? I don't know. Hang on. Let's see. Sammy says, thanks for the videos. You're very, very welcome. Tommy says 5 days, short days, or 2 days to recover from jet lag. I would recommend 10 days. Very good recommendation, Tommy. Alaskan Snowbird Picker says, did it take you long to meet other expats when you moved there? No, but try not to meet many. The more expats you stay away from, the better your life is going to be. I promise you. Sammy, nothing wrong with the hood. I spent 5 years in South Central LA. Yes, he did. Ross is a character, man. You guys got to get to know him if you come over here. He's comes from a very diverse place in life. Let's just say that. Van says, JC, organic food is big in U.S. Is organic food available in Thailand? Yes. And I found an organic food place not far from where I live that is absolutely delicious. If you go to my Instagram, it's in the link of the description under the PayPal link or under the Facebook link. You can go to my Instagram and you can see some of that organic food. It was just posted, I think, last week, possibly the week before. something like that. But it was it was wonderful. It was wonderful. Really, really, really good organic food. To be 100% honest with you. One sec. I'm so thirsty. You have no idea. Okay, moving along. Cody says, seems like most do 2 weeks, but I would not come because you only have 5 days. Yeah, that's the thing. I would try to save up some more money and probably come like maybe, I don't know, 10 days at the least, because you're gonna need two on both ends, right? You're gonna need coming here is not that bad. Coming here, you're gonna not have that much jet lag, but going back is gonna be horrible. I'm gonna tell you. How does street food compare to food court? Street food for me, I used to stay away from, but I've gotten used to eating it now and knowing when it is freshly prepared and when it is not. So I have no problem with it. Ross says organic is available but expensive. Actually, Mr. Ross, I had that food that I put on Instagram. I got all that and a drink for 120 baht, so it wasn't that bad. Sammy says, unfortunately, I think I have to choose from Cambodia or perhaps Vietnam for the first year or three of expat life. There's nothing wrong with that, man. I mean, you got to do it. You have to live within your means. Living within your means is going to make you happy. If you come here and you can't really afford to live in Thailand, you're going to be miserable. Trust me, you're going to be miserable. So just don't do it. Ewan, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. More news from you than Bangkok Post. I hear you. Ross says, just choose frames carefully. That's very true. Ross says, I don't give a blank about much anymore, and that's also true. And because of that, Ross is one of the happiest people I know, and I'm serious. Cody says, I've even seen more than a few organic street food vendors on food channels. Really? I haven't seen that yet. Lisker says, JC, imagine seeing a Whole Foods in Thailand. That would be awesome. That would be awesome, but it would also be expensive. Ross says, Whole Foods may work in Bangkok, but not outside. Most Thais prefer open market for fruits and veggies. Ross is right on that. Depends on the street. Also true. Freddie, I would be heated if I was in Thailand and got robbed by an American. Well, I think I would be heated if I was in Thailand and got robbed by anybody. Scott says, hello, JC from Southern Cal. Hey, Scott, good to see you, man. Ross says 120 baht is expensive. No, for 2 meals, it's expensive? Because I got the plate of food and then I took one home. Come on, man. Bear with me a little bit. Each bowl was 60 baht. And then I got a drink. So it was like, so maybe it was 135 baht, excuse me. That wasn't bad for a night out for healthy food, 2 meals. I thought it was pretty good. All right. I know you can get 3 meals at the open market for that price. Rupert, give me cow man yay all day long for 40 baht. I don't know what that is, but there's a little shop down the street. I ate there a lot. They chop up steamed chicken and they put it in a big plate of rice, and it's only 40 baht, and that thing fills me up for like 6 hours, 7 hours. I'm completely full, can't eat anymore. It's just my stomach is completely full, and it's probably because of the rice, but the chicken is delicious. Ross says, you could say I am one happy dog. I like that. Sammy says, whole paycheck. Yeah. Freeman King says, Bezos bought out Whole Foods. Beware. Uh-oh. Bezos as in Amazon? Uh-oh. Cody in Texas says $3 and your entire table is full of food. Here, that costs about 15 to 20. I agree 100%. Rupert says, yeah, oh, that's it. chicken and rice. Cool, man. Good. Well, hey, we have something else in common, dude. Much appreciated there. Um, Ross says, "Cow guy is delicious." I would have to say I agree because I love it. Actually, what I do is I take it home and I put a little bit of soy sauce, and I also have some what is that stuff I have over there? Balsamic vinegar I put on there. Oh, so good. Um, Cody says my electric bill here is the entire cost of an apartment and bills there. I know that's true. That's very true. Jay says $2 US for organic meal sounds good to me, brother. Would cost you 10 to 15 here in the States. Yeah, absolutely. At least 10 to 15 in the States. Go look at it on my Instagram, guys, and check it out. I got two. I should have thrown the two in there first. I got two of them. So, and they were just absolutely delicious, man. I brought one home, put it in the refrigerator, and ate it later that night. Prince says, I better work out a lot over there or I will blow up. The food is that cheap. Yeah, it's cheap. It is cheap. Hi, Nina. Don't think I've seen you before. Hey, bud, where are you originally from? I am originally from North Carolina. Tommy says, happy dog with 17 happy dogs. Yes, if y'all don't know, Ross has 17 dogs and they're all rescues. He is a dog lover, and I think it's the coolest thing ever. I was just over at his house the other day, and he has he has a lot of dogs, man, and they're all cool. Except this one is a little ankle biter. But that's another story. Gordon's Alive says, great food is one thing that sets Thailand apart from Southeast Asian countries. That may be true. The only other Southeast Asian country I've been to is the Philippines. And I tell you, the cheap restaurants here are certainly better than Jollibee's in the Philippines. I can guarantee that for sure. Freddie says the beer would be more expensive than the meal. Lots of places just one beer. That I guess that's true. I don't know what beer costs here. For those of you that don't know, I don't drink, so I don't know. Beer prices or something I rarely keep up with. Carl says lots of dairy options in Thailand, more available than the Philippines. One can buy Chobani yogurt there. That's true. Ross says for those who have not yet traveled to Cambodia, there's great food there as well. I would love to go to Cambodia too. Jay says, by comparison, the food is much healthier in Thailand and amazing seafood. I can't say that I disagree with that. I think you're right on point, Jay. Cody says, oh, that's Ross. I remember that video. Love your place, man. Good vid. Texas Wildcat. Hi from Texas. I've been on this YouTube and didn't get a notification on this. Sorry I'm late. It's okay, man. Look at your bell. Go to my homepage and look at the bell beside the subscribe button. Make sure it's clicked and it says get all notifications, and then you will never miss a notification. Visker says North Carolina, I believe that's the home of Billy Graham. I believe it is too. Scott says I love Ross videos. Ross videos are coming, guys. Keith says Ross spends more than $200 a day on dog food. Yeah, he spends a lot on dog food. That's true. Rupert says, make sure to click the bell. Yep, that's right. Make sure to click the bell and you will definitely get the notification. Ross says, JC has a very funny video on his editing table of he and I opening and drinking coconuts. He should publish it sometime. Yes, I do. Gosh, I'm so glad you said that. I forgot about the coconut video, man. I forgot about the coconut video. I got to get to it. I got to get back to the editing. I definitely got to get back to the editing because I have several videos that need to be edited and that need to go out. August has been such a great month because of you guys, and we want to make it even better. We want lots of views, and we want guys that appreciate the content and understand the value to contribute if they can, and if they can't, then that's fine. No, it's not a big deal. When I say contribute, I'm not necessarily talking about PayPal or Super Chat. I'm talking about watching the videos. Sharing the videos is a huge way to help this channel grow. Also, commenting on the videos always works well. And then, of course, the monetary stuff is always a big plus. But again, you've never heard me come out and ask for money on this channel, and I have no intentions of doing so unless we're do some kind of, I'm going to go to Lao and do some shooting for you, and let's have a money raising, thing, that kind of thing. So, Cody said, okay, Rupert at the bottom just said, I will match the next donation. So, and Rupert will match it. I guarantee it, because he is he'll do it. So whatever you guys want to super chat or send via PayPal, I will either show it on screen or you will see it in super chat. If anybody wants to put anything up, and Rupert will match it, and I guarantee you he'll match it. So that would be a big help to the channel for sure, guys. Cody in Texas says, Tom Hanks says coconuts are natural laxatives on Castaway movie. They are if you drink enough of them, for sure. My name is Prince. I was surprised that you know Tim. I love 90 Day Fiance. Yeah, Tim and I are friends, man. If you guys are watching 90 Day Fiance right now, the guy on there, Tim, is a friend of mine from back home. We live basically in the same place. I met Tim through a friend of mine a couple years ago, and me and him just got along great. Southern boys, he's a pretty boy, but he's also just as down to earth as you would ever could possibly ever imagine. Great guy. And if you're not watching his show, you're probably missing out on a lot, because Tim is a really, really, really straightforward person, and he's a good dude. Let's see what we got here. Oh my goodness, this dude right here is done forever. I cannot believe you said that. What a horrible thing to say. Let's see, St. Petersburg. Yeah, we were talking about going to St. Petersburg and for the next destination, so that would be cool. Because like the Russian ruble or whatever is like 65 or 68 to 1 US dollar right now. That would be awesome to get a group of people going. Eric was talking about it yesterday on the live stream. I think that was really interesting. Nelson, what's up, man? Good to see you. Tommy said, did you get many pictures and videos for the project? No, by the way, guys, send me pictures and video of you guys doing more life. Okay, I don't care what it is you're doing, something that is doing more life. Send me a 10-20 second clip saying my name's blah blah blah. You don't even have to say your name. Just say, this is me. I'm doing more life. Somehow try to relate it to the channel if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. And I'm going to put together a compilation video of all the people that have sent in stuff about doing more life. And it is going to be an awesome video. It'll be an awesome video. Awesome video. I can't wait to see it. So please do that, guys. Yeah, St. Petersburg would be epic for sure. For sure. Pad Thai is never spicy. That's true. Gordon's Live says Pad Thai is will order my hat to shoot my video. We don't have hats yet, Jay, and because do you know that YouTube has nobody else can see your message but me? I have to hide it because you have the word shoot in there. Just say record, I guess. That's that. They're getting tough, man. They're getting tough. Rupert says, my pet. Yep, no spice. Yeah, that's Ross taught me how to say that, by the way. Amazing idea, JC. Yeah, actually, that wasn't my idea. That was Ross's idea, and I think it was a great idea. Cody says, can I send a pic to Facebook page? No, my email. Send it to this right here. Let me type in my email. Send it to my email address. Gmail.com. I don't have a moderator today, so I'm having to do all that. That's my email address. Send it to that email. Rupert, nobody has took you up on your offer on PayPal yet. I don't see any super chats, so hopefully somebody will. We'll see. Let's see. Freddie says, Nick Noy, little spice. Yep, that's right. Cody says, I make spicy chicken and rice twice a week. I'll be to get it there for $1.50. That's true. My pit, no spice. Yes, that's correct, Freddie. Rupert is saying what a little bit is. Gordon says my DoMoreLife pick might be. I got to take that down, Gordon, but don't do. Please don't do that. Don't do an X version of that. We don't want to have any of that on there, because then I won't be able to put it on the video. Ross says, Freddie, it's Nick or Knit. I don't know. Freddie says, Ross, not sure, just trying to remember. Yep, guys, I'm only learning some of this terminology right now. Texas Wildcat has contributed $5 to the fund of DoMoreLife, and I appreciate that very, 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 very much, sir. Thank you very much for your contribution, and I appreciate it more than you know, because no matter what the contribution is, the fact that you're willing to spend your hard-earned money on my content really just invigorates me. It makes me feel very good. Cody says, Gordon, make sure your Speedos are. Nina says, oh, the message got retracted. I didn't get to read it. Phantom says, it's Nitnoy. Okay. Ross says, I always say Nitnoy and they get it. Calaman says, JC gets demonetized for inappropriate DoMoreLife montage. More on this story at 8. LOL. I know, right? Texas Wildcat says, I have several coconuts or some data for uploads. Data for uploads. Data for uploads. Oh, you mean like content for uploads? Yeah, absolutely, man. You know it. That's where all the super chat and those kind of messages go to, for sure. Why are you guys retracting your messages? Are you saying bad things? Ross says Nitnoy equals little. Rupert says translate says, and it sounds like Nid. I have always said Nick. Very interesting. By the way, your challenge was accepted, Rupert, just so you know. You might have been looking at Google Translate. Hang on, guys. I got to get off this screen right here. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, Rupert. Okay, Visker says contributions makes JC feel warm and fuzzy. Y'all keep them coming. Doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy, but it also really helps keep the channel going, guys. It really does, and I very, very, very much appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. Cody says, how do you say hello and thank you in Thai? I say Swati Kap. I don't know if that's how you is correct or not, but that's how I say hello. I have no idea how to say thank you except for crop, I think is how you say it. I think. I don't know. Nina says, just found out about you, but I will check out your videos. Okay, Nina, check them out, man. Or girl, whoever you are. Sorry, didn't mean to. Guy or gal, whoever you are, feel free to check out the videos. Love to have it. Hang on a second here. For my identity, so to do work on identity, and keep my identity separate. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. All right. Got you, Sassed. Michael says 16 months moving to Sattahip from Texas. Oh boy, you're gonna love Sattahip. That's right on the beach, man. That'll be an awesome move. Ross says, I will, as the kids downstairs, stay tuned. Taxes donated $5, Rupert says. Okay. Take your word for it. Freddie is saying Swati crop. So I guess that's pretty close. Visker says, sounds like you said sweaty cop. JC, hey man, my pronunciation has always been off on everything. Just ask the people that the video that I made that has 2.1 million views on it. give me the never-ending lecture of uh, I can't pronounce Pattaya. Rupert has come through with 10 pounds, and I love you for it. I love you for it. Love you for it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Rupert, and you are the man. What more can I say? William says, Michael 8, not sad a hip, great place, great beaches, lived there 5 years. Yeah, I love it. Ross says, my daughter says, Nit Noi. Phantom says, thank you is cup corn. That's interesting. Caliman says, hang on, guys, got to stretch my legs. And yes, I have on shorts. Don't worry. He says, yeah, Kai's for ladies. Crop is for the man. Right. Gotcha. I got a message held for review here. It says, do you think you... So Sammy, the answer to your question is, if you're in the Philippines, yes. If you're in somewhere like Thailand, absolutely not. Don't do that. Don't do that. I gotta hide that message though. Blue says you sound like you're from South Carolina, North Carolina. Blues, North Carolina, but pretty close. All right. So Tommy just sent in 8 photos. That's cool for the little project that we'll be working on, like that. Let's see. Calaman says, learned last trip. That's awesome. Keith says, you don't know how to say thank you. I haven't been there, and I can speak more than you. Choke D. Well, let me tell you something, Keith. I didn't come here to learn Thai. I came here to teach English. And learning Thai is something I've been picking up along the way. And, you know, if it takes me 15 years to learn how to say thank you, then it takes me 15 years. I'm not one of those people that judges myself because I don't know how to say thank you. When I put the Y together and bow my head, they know I mean thank you. Alan says, have you spent any time on Grandfather Mountain in North Carolina? I have not been to Grandfather Mountain. I am totally lying. I have definitely been to Grandfather Mountain. It took me a minute to register where that was. I prefer Asheville and up by Lake Lure. I think that's some of the most beautiful country in the world. Ross says slang tie. Victor says cheers. Good to see you. Good to see you too, Victor. Rupert says it's spelled crop, but sounds. Yeah, see the spelling on there doesn't make, like, you know, it is what it is for me. Freddie says I was close. I think LOL. Probably pretty close. Ross says don't snap. No, I wasn't trying to be ugly to Keith. I'm just saying I didn't come here to learn Thai. You know, the fact that I spent more time in Thailand than he has, and I don't know how to say thank you means nothing. I mean, what are you trying to say? It's like, good for you. Michael says, thanks, William. I found Fala Beach a nice area too. I've been to that beach. I have a video on that beach. In fact, if you go to my playlist that has the islands of Pattaya on it, I believe there is a live stream from that beach. William says, I'm the same as you, Jeremy. I've lived in Thailand 5 years and still have not learned to speak Thai. I will keep trying. Maybe I'm a slow learner. Me too. I'm definitely, when it comes to foreign languages, listen, I took 7 semesters of Spanish in college. Okay. I still can't say a complete sentence. I have 2 semesters of Portuguese in college. I still can't say a complete sentence. The immersion in the language is not something I'm around because I teach English. I don't teach Thai. Ross says, I've had a Thai wife for 17 years, lived here almost 5 years, and still cannot speak the language. So there you go. Robert says a smile goes a long way in any language. Absolutely. Absolutely. And the Thai people here, once you get outside of like well, I don't want to say that, but the Thai people here, for the most part, are extraordinarily friendly. So if you just smile and nod your head, they're going to smile and they're going to say, you know, hello to you and that kind of thing. A smile goes a long way, and gestures here go a long way. Your body language actually goes a long way here, believe it or not. That's a true story. Hang on, getting a lot of stuff coming in here. Let me scroll back up for a second. Ross says, I understand more than I can speak. Yeah, same way with me in Spanish. Let me move this phone back over here. Freddie says, I think, oh no, Sammy says, thanks much. I found a few of your longer video discussions comparing Thailand and Philippines to be very interesting. Thank you. I'm actually going to do a real breakdown now that I've been in Thailand so long. And I spent 9 months in the Philippines. So really want to do a big breakdown on that because Thailand is just so much different than the Philippines. Freddie says, I think I have some English to learn still, and I'm 46. So do I, brother, and I teach it. William says, I can speak English, German, B70. That's my lot. LOL. I hear you, brother. More power to you. I only know Spanish curse words after 43 years, says Cody. That's funny. Let's see. Where were we? Oh man, did I lose everything? Where were we here? Victor says married to Thai 7 years, speak enough to get into trouble. There you go. Sammy says there are not enough of those videos comparing expat destination countries. I agree, and hopefully I'll be able to travel to more countries within the next year. And be able to do more comparisons for you. That would be awesome. Jay says, me too. Victor says, formally, that is. Michael says, tonal languages are tough. I agree. Ross says, Victor never let on how much you understand. That's probably a very good idea. GT Bentley says, oh crap, I hit the wrong button. Sorry. GT Bentley says, new here, JC, enjoying your talk. I just got on. We'll go back to review your talk on update law, etc. I have been here 10 years. I have been 10 years in, not staying in the 5 stars either. And he goes on to talk about that. We'll go back. Key says, I didn't mean any disrespect. I've never been to Thailand. I learned a few words of many languages. I didn't feel disrespected at all, Keith. No, absolutely nothing to worry about. Just making you made your point that you know how to say thank you in Thai, and I just made my point that I don't know, and I don't, at this point, I really don't. It's not a big deal for me. No, I didn't take any offense to it at all. Never. You're like a regular on the channel, man. I wouldn't take offense to you saying something like that ever. GT says around mainland China, Indonesia, Malaysia, just a couple of weeks in Thailand. Awesome. I love all, especially Malaysia, but getting more expensive here, more Americanized in some places. Are you talking about Malaysia, GT? Because Malaysia is one place I want to go. Jay says, I just lost everybody again. Hang on. This guy's got to got to go. Make sure we get rid of him because that was just absolutely stupid. I don't know what that guy was talking about, but I hid him from the channel. So whoever, Ross, have a ranch, buddy. There, have a ranch. You see anything else come up like that, delete that because that's not even remotely close to what we're about. I don't know what he was talking about, but I saw the retard thing, and I don't want to have anything to do with that. Jay says smiles and waves. Alan says currently dating a Vietnamese woman now for 9 years. Cannot even pronounce her name correctly. That's funny. Cody says the ones that work at hotels and businesses speak English well enough. It's not a problem. Seems that's true. Victor says, yep, Ross. And then there was this Keith guy. I don't know who he was or what he was doing, but Victor, thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate it. It's going great, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Don't delete the message when they say stuff like that, Ross. Go to hide user on this channel and just click hide user, and that's it. There's obviously trolling going on now. They're in here, and yeah, it's turning into troll fest. That's okay. Let it turn into troll fest. What are they going to say? Vote Greg. That's what they keep saying. Vote Greg. What? For what? What purpose is that going to accomplish on my channel? That's just funny. Let's see. Rupert says you need to learn to read Thai. All the tones are written like music, so if you can read, you know the tone 100%. That's interesting. I did not know that. GT says Alan Collins. I sure relate to not pronouncing their names. Gee, I get it. Can I have a wrench, please? Yes, Ross. You definitely got the wrench. You did get a wrench, right? Didn't you get a wrench? I think you got a wrench. I hope you did. Yeah, you did. You got a wrench. Okay. Phantom Dizzy says, I agree with Ross. Don't let them know how much Thai you understand. That's always a good point. Freddie says, I know what Ross wants to do with the wrench. Yep. So hopefully he's doing that down at the bottom while I'm going here. Let's see. Gordon's Alive says, give Ross a wrench. Tommy says, please give Ross a wrench. I didn't know all this was going on. I was way behind, guys. I apologize. Sad Q, where are the moderators? We didn't have one until 10 seconds ago. I don't know what they were saying on here, and it doesn't matter because it's all been deleted and hidden, so they're all gone. William says most folks come to Thailand to relax and have a decent, happy life. Taking a different culture, best to just go with the flow. Absolutely. Freeman King says a man is no less a slave because he is allowed to choose a new master once in terms of years. No votes. I like that. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Whoa, dude. Ross, did you delete Joe McGovern's comment? What did Joe say? Joe, say it again. Don't delete Joe's comment unless it's really, really bad, Ross. Joe's a good friend of mine. Don't get carried away there. Freddie says, bye, Gary. Yeah, I love you guys because you guys are like, the trolls are just, they come in and you guys are like, bye, see ya. Joe language? Really? Wow, that's very interesting. Let's see what we got going down here. Gio, what's up, man? Do you get a nice prize with winning Troll of the Year? Yeah, I'm sure you do at some point in time. Don't worry, Gordon, the Troll Fest is over. Sammy from Alabama, keep the good guys, remove the troublemakers. That is exactly what we're doing. On call, hey JC, how are you doing? I'm great, man. Absolutely great. Freddie says, if I was sure I wouldn't get blocked on this channel, I'd love to have a green light on him. Well, so would a lot of other people. So I understand. Visker says, JC trolls validate that you're doing a great job. Absolutely, of course, man. They can't stand to see success. They can't succeed at anything. So when they see somebody else succeeding, then they have to try to bring them down to their level. That's what they've always tried to do, and they have always failed. Always. In the long term, they've always failed, and they always will. Gio says, I already read that. Jay says, no place for time for trolls and the awesome community you have built here, DoMoreLife. I 100% agree. Ross says, didn't need one either. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is awkward. F word. Oh, okay. Got it. Let's see. Rupert says, imagine being so sad that you spend your time spamming. I know, right? I know. That's funny. That's really funny. I mean, just what else are you doing with your life, right? Texas Wildcat says, I want to get to Thailand soon. I've worked in South Korea and China several times over the years, maybe bounce between Thailand, Central Europe, and Portugal to work around visa issues till I'm 50. Hey, that's not a bad idea, man. Actually, that's a really good idea. Joe says, I just said the F the trolls. Language was bad. Oops. Oh, no problem, Joe. No problem. No problem. Ross did the right thing then by deleting that comment. And yeah, and you already know the deal. So no love lost. It's all good, man. Cody says trolls are like streakers at a football game. So true. Do anything to get attention. Rupert says was in Portugal in May. It is not cheap. I heard it wasn't cheap, man. I really, really heard it wasn't cheap. And like Ross says, haters gonna hate, that's for sure. William says trolls mainly just sad people who live a boring life. That is so true. Victor says, wondering if anybody has done any motorcycle road trips in Thailand, thinking 1 week on the road sightseeing. That would be awesome. I did a little one, and then the guy that everybody was just talking about went on a live stream and told everybody my exact route from where he thinks I live to Pattaya. So, you know, I guess somebody could come get me or whatever. So, you know, it's just it's so sad. Some of these expats, just so sad. Just so sad. Let's see. Gio says, I had to ban some trolls recently and Reddit. I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit. Roger says, hello from Oklahoma. Hey, Roger, good to see you. Aubrey, what's up? Keith says, I was in Portugal in February. I didn't think it was expensive. Not really cheap, but not bad. Ross says, I see a bunch of motorbike tours, usually 10 to 20 bikes together going places. Yeah, so we see motorbike tours around here occasionally. But, yeah, I don't think I've never been a part of one, but they definitely exist, I would say. Cody says, if I find you were going to Burger King to hang out. Victor says, 20 plus is a bit much. Maybe is 2 to 3 max. I don't know what that means. Rupert says that Victor Henderson, Harold Barter did vlog about. Oh, yeah, he did. Harold did do that. Rupert, you're right. Ross says, when I was in Trat last week, saw 3 different groups. That's probably definitely absolutely right on point for being out in that area. I would say that's a good thing. So, all right, guys, let's wrap it up. It's been an hour and a half, and I think we covered the topics. If you guys did not get to see the beginning of the video, I encourage you to go back and watch it. And remember, there is absolutely no judgment from this channel on anything Thailand. The Thai authorities are doing what they feel is best, and this channel and Jeremy will absolutely support Thailand and what they think is best. And, you know, any kinks in the system that there may or may not be, they will get worked out, and everything will absolutely, yeah, Joe, hopefully see you in September, bro. We'll talk about that for sure. All you guys that are saying bye, I very much appreciate it. Don't forget, like Ross says, to send JC a picture video of you doing more life. My email address was there in the chat earlier. Be sure to send emails there. I'm sure the trolls will be sending me tons of emails. I'm just waiting on them to come in right now. Enjoy what's left of your weekend. I'm going to do my best, man. Keith says, I've heard they're trying to stop loud racing bikes over there. Yeah, that's true. They are. In fact, Ross can tell you a little story about that. We were at a national park, and they had a police checkpoint in and out, and they wrote a whole bunch of people tickets regarding their motorbikes. So to everyone who contributed monetarily to the channel, I want to say thank you so much for everything that you've done for this channel. Continue to watch the content, and I'm going to edit a video today, and I'm going to try to start cutting some of Ross's stuff in for next week's projects. So hopefully you'll be seeing more of Ross next week. Anybody have any last words? If not, we're going to go ahead and part ways and let everybody get back to the weekend. So I guess it looks like everybody's good. Everybody take care. Thank you so much for all your support. I love you guys. And remember, Thailand is a great place. I encourage you to come visit. And whatever you do today, be sure you do more life. Take care, guys. See ya.